There are many different ways that you can use CSS in React, and all of them have their pros and cons. Here we have our basic hello world paragraph tag in HTML and React, and it's rendering. So let's give it some style in the classic way. I have this write module.css file. That's the way you do it in Nextjs. And I'm just gonna give it the background color of red, very simple. How do I actually use this? Well, first I have to import it. And then we can use it like so. Well, and let me tell you, this is my least favorite way of using CSS. The classic way of using the CSS is with the style prop, which allows you to use a plain JavaScript object. And this opens many doors, which is amazing. So this is the prop, and this is the JavaScript object. Let's give it a different color, like blue. And you see it has changed, it's now blue. And the amazing part is we can conditionally render stuff. So I have this fake is valid. And now it has changed to yellow because is valid is false or true. Depending on what is valid is, it will change. And you can just add to these. The third way you can add styles is to use styled components. This has conquered the React world by storm and is the fundament for many other libraries also. To do so, simply install them in your npm like so. I already installed it. And then you can import them. Perfect. Copilot already knowing what I'm up to. And then we declare it here at the bottom like so. And easily we have it. Here you can see it. Now the style components, it's a fundament for many UI libraries like Chakra UI. I'm actually using Chakra UI here, and you can already see the components here. Let me show you this thing called prop-based components. You see here, all of these props are CSS attributes more or less. Giving it a simple red, and you see it turns red. This is my favorite way actually of styling stuff, but it's not so super popular in the companies I've worked at. Finally, we have the atomic usage of CSS, where there's this really popular library, there's other libraries too, called Tailwind. You have heard of it most likely. And they have conquered the world by storm, though they're slightly controversial, because they basically abstract away the CSS that you usually have, combinations of attributes and responsiveness, into atomic CSS names that you can then easily use in your project. And I'm going to show you. So you install this npm wise. And then because this is a Nextjs application, I have to use this config. And you can see I can change the h1 by adding this text 3xl to it. And you can see how these are basically composable blocks that are denoted with this. This is how you combine them. Beautiful. So we could add all these styles to the h1. And you can already see that the CSS analyzes the special words, keywords, and that is the thing that Tailwind is controversial for, that you basically have to learn this dialect of, let's call it CSS. But it's massively popular and more or less lightweight. You can easily plug it into your app. It's actually a big bundle of CSS, also controversial for that. And it is underlying of other UI component libraries. So we covered the different approaches of using CSS in React. You can, of course, use the classic external style sheets, but you can also use the classic way of using the style prop with the JavaScript, plain JavaScript objects that then contain the styles. This is also called inline CSS. I showed you styled components, which are super popular. And finally, atomic CSS with Tailwind and using prop-based components. So hope you found this useful, and have a fantastic day. Bye.